Let's talk about Tottenham, the Palhinha deal, and Thomas Frank. Out of all the midfielders in the world, why did Spurs go for Palhinha? If you want the short answer, it's because Palhinha covers a lot of ground in midfield and wins the ball back quickly. That's the main reason Thomas Frank targeted him, despite his weakness on the ball. Now, if you want the longer answer, you've got to understand that Thomas Frank is not the sort of manager who overcomplicates players' roles. For example, fullbacks in his system are always positioned out wide. No hybrid roles where they drift inside to become an extra midfielder in possession. The only exception is the playmaker, who in Frank's setup tends to operate a lot from the flanks. This naturally means the wingers spend more time inside the box. At Brentford, that was Kevin Shada and Brian Mbeumo, and having more players in the box meant more threat to the opposition. So, what's all this got to do with Palhinha? Well, the player who did a similar role at Brentford was Damsgaard, who's great at covering huge distances. Given that Tottenham's current playmaker doesn't really have that engine, Spurs decided to go for a defensive midfielder like Palhinha, who can eat up the ground, even if he's not the best technically. Will the deal work out? I think it could be a success in a lot of matches, but the role they're asking of Palhinha is incredibly demanding physically. With Spurs playing in several competitions next season, it's very possible we'll see dips in his performance over the course of the year, and that could have a big impact on the team. But the question is, do you think the Palhinha signing will work out, and do you reckon Thomas Frank will succeed at Tottenham? Drop your thoughts in the comments below.